We're back with the weekly communities video. I do hope you are enjoying these because I enjoy filming them. I enjoy seeing what you have to say about things going on in Fortnite, in the community. I enjoy them, so let's sort by newest and see what people have been saying this week in the communities. A casual says, am I cooked? Fortnite wrapped. Oh yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of wrapped content here, including Fortnite, YouTube, maybe some Spotify's, who knows? Levels, 4,105 levels. You've gone up 4,100 levels this year alone. 910 in Lawless, 1,130 in Super, level 661 in Hunters. And I don't know if that counts the whole year as well. I don't know how that works for the Wrapped, but obviously the majority of Hunters would have been in 2024. So I don't know, that's usually why that sometimes is the lowest, because obviously it's only a bit of that season. So you probably went up more in that season, but maybe they do count the back end of Hunters, I'm not really too sure. But yeah, your lowest was 167, and that was a short season, by the way. Holy, that's insane. 27,000 kills. Like, what is mine? Because I actually have already done this, so I'm trying to get where it is. Holy, not even 1,000 levels. 3,801 kills. And my most played season apparently is Super, 272 levels. Lawless, Hunters, Galactic Battle, The Simpsons, and Shock and Awesome being last. I mean, as well as this season probably didn't really have much, it was still playable for me. I have to say, I feel like I enjoyed Shock and Awesome more, but obviously just didn't play as much. But, yeah, fair enough, but no, I ain't going up 4,100 levels. That is insane. Maybe you are cooked. Maybe you are cooked. You might be cooked. Zeno says, nice. Okay, whatever. Whatever, moving on. Zen says, not related to lore, but I made a cube. This fella is Gavin, the cube green. Since Epic hasn't made a green one yet, I did it myself. I do it myself. Losing both the red and blue cubes, Revan and Blevin, as the main designer to recolor, then I thought of recoloring both Turin and the Dark Voyager redacted, to have their cube styles be green for fun. Oh, so you've done a whole thing. You've done a cube, and then a cube getting destroyed during Chapter 2, Season 8. Cube inside. Oh, okay, Turin looks good, to be fair. Oh, a white and green Dark Voyager. No. Oh, that would go hard. That actually goes hard. Oh, I did it myself. Sorry, I did actually do the meme. I do it myself. They're guessing what I'm saying. What the hell? Anyway, that is sick. That's actually sick. That is actually so good. You are so bad. New updates to my map. Added trees to Demon's Domain. Something peculiar is happening there. Whole revamped the area of Ruined Deport. Also, here's some thumbnails I made. And Gideon from Star Wars doing 6-7 unrelated to thumbnails. Or anything else, some random pics of the Dark Presence. And I'm working on a theory of why OG and the main Battle Royale is connected. So obviously that's Dusty Depot, or what was he calling it? Ruined Dusty, that's it. So yeah, a few pictures of them, Demon's Domain. I keep saying this about thumbnails, man. You've got to make these size. Let's actually do some free tips for you guys. So when you do like characters, you either do like a singular character like this, or you do like 3 characters like this. So I always think of a V, like when characters are, and they got to be odd as well. Even sometimes don't work because you can't really make them sort of proportionate. But 3 works quite well because you have 1 in front and 2 behind. And that tends to be what I'm doing. If I'm doing 1 and putting it off to the side and making something else the main focus, not the best thumbnail actually. There's a little yikes, but it is what it is. Maybe this one's a little bit better. Gets the message across. I guess you can have even numbers, but it's got to work with it. I don't know what I was doing there. I think that was conceptually something I was doing that never got off the ground. You can go 1 person and an object like this. So we've got the Cube Cradle, we've got the Ice King, coming to OG, and they're quite big. Because you've got to remember, guys, your thumbnails are tiny. Okay, not that tiny. But in terms of YouTube, your thumbnail is probably that big. So definitely in terms of this, they've got to be a lot bigger. They've got to be a lot bigger. I mean, when it's like an event like this, which you were going for, maybe it kind of works. But nah. But good work. Keep trying. The Remnant. This map is beautiful. Part 3 of 3. Oh, I didn't miss it then. I was a bit like, did I miss this last week? So, yeah, he must have done 3 of 3. and then just forget to post the third one. I knew I didn't miss it, but maybe I did, and he's just re-uploaded it. Zero Shard, the Vault as well underneath. Classified Canyon, is it called? Great POIs. This map is really beautiful. 10 likes. Let's get the likes up, yeah? I have a theory. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so in one of the trailers for Chapter 7, Season 1, you have this guy going up to the camera, picking it up, and it's kind of static. So basically what he's saying is, he's kind of got the eyebrow going, which actually is a solid point, actually. And obviously we just suspected, like, the Corrupted 7 to come in at some point. But if the Order didn't get corrupted, we're presuming that the Order and the Foundation obviously just left their masks on the floor just to, like, fake their deaths. But definitely in terms of, like, I still think that there is a possibility that even if that is the case, I think the Last Reality may have still chromed them and have released them back. Because I still don't understand the whole pod and meteorite thing. It's like they've almost been encased in, like, hot molten chrome and have been, like, put into a pod to be sent back out when their memory's wiped. And they think they're doing good, but really they're being manipulated to do it. But yeah, this is actually, this is kind of funny. I did say at the start of the season, but with it being Hollywood themed season, it would be funny to sort of put the 7 back in, but they don't remember who they are, but have them as their actors. So the Rock, my hair's a mess. Foundation thinks he's this actor in our real life called The Rock, which analogically, the Foundation is not The Rock. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying I think it'd be a funny sort of, it'd be a good bit. Toxin the Dragon, welcome to Snowfall. A what if Chapter 1 Season 7 was made on the Chapter 7 map. Okie dokie. Oh, so we've got the ice biome, so the ice moon crashes into the island after the butterfly event, which would have been, actually, he could have took this lake to make it the Loot Lake Island. So, you know, crash into that moon. But yeah, so we've got some concept skins. Actually, some of these need to come out, actually. Father Christmas. Oh, hello. Have we still not had the Aerial Salt Trooper gingerbread one? Have we still not had that one? That's the one I've been looking forward to. Maybe we did and I just missed it. Damn. I don't know. I can't remember off the top. Is that Cherry Bakewells? Damn. And an Ice King remake as well. Snowfall. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Right, where are we dropping? What is this, man? Why is everything doubled up? Like, what monstrosity is this, Alex? Leaky Lake, Gotham City, Greasy Grove, Snobby Shores. We're dropping nowhere. Actually, we are. We're dropping Loot Lake with the exposed Zorro point, and we're getting the hell out of this reality. Because, oh my god, this is it's just too much, bro. What are we doing? Where are these coming from, man? Octane Voyager. Guys, if you are a creative builder, do not place a new UFO prop. You can't remove it, and even if you do, it still leaves it there. Okay. Ooh, that's a bit problematic. Yeah, that's not good. Did you try logging on, logging back off? Because not with the UFOs. I know sometimes when I'm on it and I try and remove it and it won't remove, and I'm like, okay. Sometimes I just log off and it works. So see, 5 comments. Someone might have helped in the comments. Everyone repost so Epic fix this. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. They're in creative now? Okay, so it seems like maybe they haven't found a solution. Fortnite map drawer, is this good? So this is the Chapter 6 Season 2 map, I do believe. Because we've got, obviously, we still got the clouds, which then formed over here. Obviously, we still got Mars Meadows. So yeah, Season 2, this is pretty good. This is good. Great map. We've had a few of these from this guy, and they're all pretty good, to be fair. 12 likes, now 13. So pretty good. What we got from the comments. So I haven't been checking comments this week, but I have been, and there's usually only one. So this one had 2. So yes, it looks nice. I've only been drawing Chapter 6 maps and now follow Chapter 7. What entire chapter map evolution do you guys want to see? What, from Chapter 7? It's a very good map. I don't know what I would like to see go. Obviously, something's probably going to happen at Inno Loops, and I guess something will probably happen around the particle accelerator and classified canyons. But I guess them 2 will kind of stick on the map, and everything else might be up to change. Humble Hills might be one of the first to go, but we're going to have to wait and see. Oh, no. I don't know why my camera's smaller this week. I just realised my camera's smaller this week. I would love to see Dark Voyager's ship crash on the map somewhere, and you will sort of build a POI from sort of maybe painted palms, and then you can use sort of the props to build an actual base around it. So the Dark Voyage. What? Someone said something like Dark Voyager's Palace. I don't know who that was last week, but it was such a good name, and that was it. Maybe I got. It was something along the lines. It was so good. Nitrous Gates. What's the best number of the 7? So we've got Visitor 1, Scientist 2, Paradigm 3, Foundation 4, Origin 5, Imagine Order 6, Imagine 6, and then 7, the Order. So yeah. Pretty good. I still think my favourite's probably the Scientist with the voice lines, and he was sort of comical. I really liked the feel with what Joel McHale did with the character. Second would actually probably be maybe between Paradigm and the Imagined. I like their voice lines, but we're only just getting to know the Order, and of course the Foundation is coming back. And the Origin I like as well. They're so good characters. Obviously the only one we haven't heard of, which I do like that we haven't heard much from him, because we've seen a lot from him, is obviously the Visitor. So I guess we have to wait on that. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. Let's see what people are saying on the comment section. Scientists had a good sense of humor in Chapter 3, Season 3. Yes, I like that. Stop this war. Stop this war. It's the end of reality. The beginning of the end was never in our destiny. It's all part of the plan. To stop this insanity. The IO had him cornered and there was no way out. Debo. I've seen rumors that the Chapter 7 map would leave us in June or July next year. Does this mean we're going to a new mini-season map like The Simpsons? There's a bit of contradictory to this, because obviously we've heard recently that we are getting 4 seasons, and we've also heard there's no mini-season. But the guy who said it said last time we had this information, we also was able to cross-reference with insider leaks that was telling us we would have mini-seasons like Star Wars and Simpsons. This time we don't have that, so there could be mini-seasons or not. So we might be leaving July, or it's just a placeholder for something else to be in the game. It's just like maybe Season 2 ended in July. I'm not entirely sure. But if we have mini-seasons in future, what Star Wars and the Simpsons season has told us, we need to really have maybe a map for that. Octane Voyager. Ah, yes, creative. Is it bugged out? What's happening here? What's happening here? Origin will always be my main and underrated skin. Seeing right now, a member of the 7. I presume there's something wrong. I don't know enough about creative. I presume that maybe it's gone below water level and it's a bit bugged out. I don't know enough. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Due to Revan corrupting the inside of the Zero Shard, and the 0 point objects being updated to a unstable red form. I think this got changed again, didn't it? It is possible that when we enter the OG vault, we will see a almost all fully corrupted 0 point shard point. Sorry. I also wonder deeply on how this will affect the Mecha versus Monster event. What will happen when the Mecha reaches the 0 point? It will get corrupted and then the Mecha team leader will destroy us all. God, no. I don't know. This is the first point of the story for a while where I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I could say 15 different things and they would all seem somewhat plausible to happen. Loving the story at the moment. No, loving it. Yeah, obviously, we presume the red cube is what came from the in-between. I still think, obviously, with the battle bus being destroyed and the other modes being offline, I don't think it was solely to do with the battle buses. The battle bus being destroyed, I think, has more to do with the red cube going in the in-between and making some lines of reality red, which I believe they were the modes that went offline, and that's why the OG mode is still offline, because that was the main issue with the Burger, the Mecha Team Leader, no, the Burger, the Tomato Head going in other realities, and it was causing problems, and then we had the bunker warnings. So obviously, moving on from that, the Red Cube also went to Reality 783, and obviously defeated Dark Presence, but that may have rectified what was going on. So maybe we won't have corruption now. Maybe we will. We have to wait and see. But I think this got rectified, so I'm not too sure. My YouTube Wrapped. Oh yeah, we got YouTube Wrapped. Let's go. You are so bad, man. Apparently I am his number 1. He has watched me the most this year, apparently. And these other creators, Whack, Salah, It's Illusion, and then someone else down there, which we probably won't be able to see because of how they cut the images on YouTube. So apparently You Are So Bad is in the top 0.1% of viewers of the Mr. JOY YouTube channel. You watch 182 of those videos. Bro, I've uploaded more than that this year. No, but for real, no. Anyone, post your YouTube raps in the community so we can see more of them for the rest of the year, and maybe even Fortnite raps. Why not? Maybe I'll take a look at your YouTube music raps as well and stuff. But honestly, I just want to say, like, you can on YouTube get a little bit sort of tunnel visions that you just see numbers and you see all these views. And I often stream, so I do talk to people in the stream, so I can see your support, guys. But when you narrow it down to something like this and you can see that someone has watched 182 of your videos, is kind of mind-boggling. And out of all the YouTubers you could watch on this platform, you decide to watch me the most, which is insane. I still don't quite understand the difference between watching videos and watch time, if watch time is really included here, because I've looked at mine and I still think that what I see shouldn't quite be the case. But honestly, everyone who's even watched one of my videos this year, it's just incredible. And it's really hard to, as I said, capture what we kind of see in here and sort of remind ourselves that, oh, people watching our videos, and it kind of also answers that. And it is people who watch my videos. You can kind of get a bit like, I'm sort of seeing the watch time on my videos and I think I'm doing a good job, but when you see this and so you're actually someone's viewers, sorry, from a viewer standpoint, I'm trying to say, from a viewer point, you are actually their number one YouTuber in terms of how many videos someone watches. Insane. And that could be a top sort of mark of respect a YouTuber can get from a viewer, I suppose. So thank you very much. I believe if I go to YouTube and recap, you can see it on here. What is Let's explore some things. So my top interest was football matches, which I'm not too sure about. I did watch a load of Sky Sports videos to see how Newcastle got on, but I'm not too sure. But we got Jack Sock's Life here, Memeless, Clark, Ginge. My top channel is Life of Tom. I watch all of his vlogs, so I'm probably watched like almost 365 of his videos. George Clark, me. I watch my own videos to check my videos. Don't look too much into that. Top 7% of viewers, 254. Okay, I'll definitely watch more videos than that this year. How do you stop playing this? So we got Clen as well. Yeah, I'm surprised that YouTubers who have done this haven't. I've seen a few of the people do this now, and I'm kind of surprised there isn't more of their own videos in it, because you do have, I feel like I at least watch my videos one more time to see if they process properly, see if there's anything I kind of missed out or any points I need to add, because sometimes you can watch a video 5 or 6 times and you not notice some, issues. So yeah, but that's my wrapped. Unknown. This is actually a very good theory from Dread that kind of helps explain my theory. The Origin's cubes are more pink and gold in far more lighter vibrancy, and his Cube King variant has actual energy flames releasing from the body, as well as energy cube rings. He doesn't have cubes corrupting his armor like the Cube Queen. Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying there. He also has blue eyes and less demonic eyes like the Cube Queen. My theory is the last reality may have been a monarchy and a dictatorship under the Cube King, but not in the way you think. They did take over realities for power, they weren't turning it into the nothingness and eradicating it entirely. I mean, the Cube King's anthem does say, he didn't realise the cubes devour. Cube Queen does allude to the fact that they play many realities. So I believe the Nothing found the Cube King as a good vessel, as well as his creation of the cubes to corrupt, but he realised the corruption and the Cube King started to become corrupted and fallen down to a lesser light and darker energy. So as the Cube King left, this allowed the Nothing to take advantage of the Cube King leaving his kingdom, so it could be taken under new management. His 7 armor weren't corrupted either by his own powers, as the cubes corrupt and change matter on a molecule scale. The only change to his suit that I believe got changed due to his own power was having a halo on his suit, maybe symbolizing divine or light. Yeah, I do get that with the whole divine thing with the last reality. They do have a lot of halos, and even Geno has one. Obviously, the Aegis, sorry. We haven't seen Geno's version of that yet. His bat bling is called the Cube Ether. Ether means pure, so light cube or flame cube. Also, his Cube Ether is also a completely different cube, and then all the others, it's more vibrant and pure. It's completely different from the dark corruption cubes we see. Yeah, I do get what he's saying. It's more vibrant and pure. It's completely different from the dark corruption cubes we see. His cube scepter has the same energy, and the scepter, which means royal authority, divine sanction, and the right to rule. So my theory is the Origin is more of a fallen biblical angel in a way. Obviously, we've got a whole thing about, divine beings, biblical beings. I still think the Nothing is probably going to be like a biblical angel, like Seraphim, or celestial clipped off his rings metaphorically. And literally no longer has actual energy rings. I believe the IO using their technology, of course, putting limiters on the Origin, reverting his almighty Cube King energy form. and godlike state to a more humanoid and more like state via the Io prisoner suit. Io must have also created a cube ether babbling, because obviously that's to contain it. Without reading the rest of it, it's something like to contain something is the tagline. Turns the energy rings into an ether cube, completely stripping away of what made him a deity. Origin would now be a demigod now, as he has a complete physical form. So the 7 suit he wears on top of his prisoner suit that limits his power. This could explain why the loading screen is called Fallen Kingdom, after he left all divine and pure. And his kingdom fell into darkness and corruption by the nothing, as they had no true king to protect them no longer. Origin's 7 suit and cube scepter must be a imitation of the power he once had, allowing him to use some of his almighty power but nothing large in scale. This would explain why the cubes are sentient and can be changed into more pure and nice cubes via Looper's positive energy, rebooting the cube during the Chapter 2 Season 7 event, losing res energy, or as we like to call it on this channel, Morphite. I also realised the ether cube absorbs gold cubes, the fallen angel and the corrupted light. Okay, I can see what he's saying now, but you can't really see the image moving. But yeah, I see what he's saying. Fly, Jay, I'm one of your top hypers on the video. Yes, you can also hype the video. I keep forgetting that you can hype the video. But yeah, apparently I am his top hyper in the top 5%. So thank you very much for hyping, subscribing, supporting, liking, and watching my content. So thank you very much. Maz Shadow, my first and possibly only post here. This is that poodle skin that's not out yet. Fair enough, Maz Shadow. Fair enough. Corruption Sci-Fi. Can't we still reboot, transform the cubes to our side, and like use the cubes against the last reality, or is this a one-time thing? Let's hit every single cube with a shockwave and then reboot it. That was my whole theory behind the Wild season and the, what was it called? Projection thing. That allowed us to see the approaching eclipse. But Sloan explained that the ancients use refined kinetic ore, or prismatic refined kinetic ore, as prisms, and they would hit light through it. And I think that what the cubes are. That's what Sloan does in Skyfire. She burst out a pure light of 0 point energy from the Batblings, I presume, and knocked the energy and the spirit or spectral realm that ever the cubes are tapping into. That's what I believe. The cubes are tapping into some sort of spectral spiritual realm, which gives them their color. But obviously the light just pushed it out. So I sort of thought, well, if you do this on the bigger scale, you can just knock all the energy out the cubes and just make them dormant, and then use res particles or morphite to make the cubes blue and on our side and not corruption. But I still think the cubes have somewhat of a, because they are sentient, they're not all controlled. I do think they have some sort of, maybe it makes them more angry, maybe it's like a kryptonite thing, like red kryptonite, you know what I mean by that. So yeah, very interesting conversation this. Which I have kind of dived in a couple of videos now. But definitely in terms of, I do think the cubes are still sentient and still actually just are warriors, and they do like a fight. I don't think they're completely corrupted, but I do get this statement as well. I mean, I think we need a EMP first. Yes, not the light, but, and that's what I'm talking about, like a bigger scale. Imagine if we ever reboot the gold cube, the gold and blue energy mix to create a green cube. Bro planned that pretty well. Springfield, Fortnite map drawer. Holy, we got, again, excellent work. What can I say? This is really good work. We've got Burns' mansion, the power plants. Do you not have Homer sleeping here? No, I'm joking. It's a very, again, lovely stuff. And it deserves the likes as well. 11 likes on that. 5 comments. Let's see what people are saying. You got some comments out there. That's great. You're an amazing talent for drawing these maps. I'm impressed. Your drawings are very good. I love it. Holy Peak Part 2. Flat Earth Fortnite. Fair enough. Oh, I've got a video coming out. I didn't know who said this, but yeah, people are saying. So I did say this. So people are saying this new Chapter 7 looks similar to Chapter 3 and other previous chapters. Couldn't there be a reason why Fortnite reused these assets from Chapter 3 vibing? First pick currently on the Chapter 7 island was actually from the Chapter 3 Season 3 IO blimp crash. Second pick also in Chapter 7 island, but it was used for the Rave Cave. I mean, Fortnite are always going to use like, oh yeah, okay, I knew it was somewhere. They're always going to reuse their props and assets eventually on the lines. But yeah, this island does feel like a blend of multiple chapters. Oh, 7 comments. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is just a result of rushing this map. What? Now, also Eclipse buildings from Chapter 4 mix with Alpha assets from Chapter 6, which makes no sense. I mean, yeah, you do get scenarios like that where you're a bit like a head scratch. But I mean, like, these businesses are meant to somehow be omniversal or something. Like Slurpco seems like an omniversal thing. So that's not too bad to get your head around. Also, there are many Reckless Railways assets around the map. Some buildings identical. I mean, I wouldn't say they're identical. I'd say the props have been used, but you're talking like the sort of vineyard area. Yeah, they're definitely like some buildings has definitely been changed. I mean, you could argue that one like near the middle is where you would come out of. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember Chapter 5 map here. Sort of like to the bottom north section of the map, and you would go past this sort of pit stop with where the train would be before you go into where it then became Hades, the underworld. So you would then go, and then that got completely changed to where the person who would take you through the river Styx, Serion. That's what changed the map. It's great, I can remember that. But that building is kind of similar to one, I guess. But that's going to happen sometimes. Of course, they've made new props because that's why it's a Chapter 4 prop. And they've obviously made new props for Chapter 7. I see no reason why they can't reuse props in different islands. I don't see it. To show everything was a simulation. Okay, some people need to calm down what I meant by a simulation. But yeah, okay. Well, okay, not in typical sense. Like, okay, no, you kind of answered it, to be fair. Okay, fair. Well, previous chapters were not a simulation. Well, again, I mean, the loop was a simulation, so it is a simulated reality. And if you do have alien overlords watching your every single move and manipulating it by sending villains, it is also somewhat being simulated and being controlled, and how the outcomes are being watched and shown and learnt. That, to me, that is a simulation. It's not Matrix or you wake up and it's a dream sort of thing, even though that's what I guess the remix season was kind of alluding to, even with like dialogue in the blog post. But yeah, maybe we won't talk about that one. Dark Voyager, reality with that, fair play. Love a bit of photography. Reality Royale. Okay, no need to sweat. I'm going to show the entire Chapter 2 map, but with only Loot Lake. Guess what the POI names are? Oh, okay. If you guess correctly, you can play it. So, are you going to show me, or then you're just going to show me all of them? Well, we can sort of see it. So, that's going to be Royale Reality, Reality Subtle, Reality Tilted, but it looks like a pyramid. Then you got a pink biome, and it's like a pyramid there. Oh god, it's gonna be like something lore related. That's Reality Tree, Bridge over Terabithia. That's it. Loot Lake, the Prism, the Endless Void. No, that's a bit too. Oh wait, you ain't gonna show us. I thought you were gonna show. Imagine if the last reality is just epic game. No, that's not. No, that's definitely not what I mean. Oh no, please, no. And I hope the person has called you out in the comment section as well. Oh, Octane mods in chat. Don't know what they're doing. Is the Dark Voyager the cause? If you talk to Jones as the Dark Voyager, Jones says, "I can smell the emptiness of dead realities." Revan started to corrupt realities inside the 0 point. I still think now, how the story has progressed, I think the cube turned off lines of reality or realities within the sim that you're able to sort of, because I think Big Bang created many loops and it spit out 0 points, and that's why there's so many loops, because it seems like continuity when people were arguing in Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 about was there a loop, and even in Chapter 4, which makes no sense because the 0 point was there has always been a loop, so there still is a loop. So it seems like the Big Bang has just made the problem a whole lot bigger than what it was. And it seems like multiple realities have got loops. So the cube being inside the in-between seems like data mining, like information, because then the message was sent out and it had cube writing, so the cubes were communicating, you would have to imagine. As it might. But yeah, okay, so corrupted inside the 0 point. This may be a huge airball, but could the Dark Voyager be the cause of OG's red effect? I mean, he is an OG skin. Also, why use the red cube style in his Dark Voyager loading screen? Something's up. And then it's also got links in that as well. As always, there's more images. Don't forget. I don't forget. Maybe I do. I can smell it on you. The emptiness of dead realities. Yeah, corruption line of realities. Red cube. Let's see what people were saying. The nothing. Dark Traveler. How bad can I possibly be? Let's see. Okay. The 0 point connects all realities, so technically there is no realities in it. But because it touches everything, so pretty cool. Just wording. Okay, so I see. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, in the in between, if he's mentioned it as the in between, I feel like that's reality at its most like sort of two-dimensional. You're almost reading it as a set of instructions. That's what the cubes are doing anyway. So yeah, but okay, I get what you're saying there. Chapter 6 with some Chapter 2 POIs map concepts. Okay, I think I've read. Oh, we done this. Oh my god, we finished. Always as we do. Let's check, see if anyone's posted since we've been live. Oh yeah, well since we've been recording. Fortnite map drawer, the Golden Coast. Oh, he's already done the Chapter 7 map. This guy's work is relentless. We got Boulevard. We got the classified canyons. God, his map is so good at it. He locks in and just gets it done. We got painted palms being drawn. That's some like meta there. Inner loops looking great. Yeah, great stuff. Love it. And that concludes this week's video, by the way. Ending on Fortnite map drawer. Some great work. Also, thanks for all the posts this week on the communities tab. Obviously, you want to post more if you're on the home section. So if you're on this channel, on this page, Mr. JLY, go to visit communities, and you can also post what's on your mind. I'm trying to think of something to do for like the Christmas one and make it like a long video, but do we go over like the top post? Like how far back do they go? 8 days, 9 days? Not what I imagine. Maybe there might be another way of sorting these out, or we react to. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this one. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Comment down below what you make of this video, and or comment on certain bits, I suppose. And yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, it has been your boy, Miss JLY. It's next time. Bye-bye.